Right now on ABC 10 News at 4 o'clock, after a roller coaster year, thousands of students in the South Bay return to school. The COVID safety measures in place, plus how parents and students felt about today. Also, U.S. cities are reconsidering mask mandates as the Delta variant continues to spread. And the United States is extending travel restrictions again with Mexico and Canada. How that could impact businesses already hurting from the pandemic.
ABC 10 News at 4 starts now.
I know it's kind of crazy. I left off as a sophomore and I'm back as a senior.
A mixture of excitement and nervousness today as thousands of South Bay students return to campus for the first time in over a year. Schools in the Sweetwater Union High School District and Chula Vista Elementary School Districts are among the first to reopen in the state. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Hunt. Our ABC 10 News reporter Melissa Masiha is live at Sunnyside Elementary with how parents and students felt about this very important day. Melissa?
And Kim, most of the people I spoke with say they were ready for this day to come. As a parent, I know how difficult and emotional this past year has been for a lot of our students. So today, hopefully it's a sign of better things to come. Backpacks were on and so were masks as thousands headed back to the classroom. For Sweetwater High sophomore Desiree Chavez,
it's already been better because I got to meet some of my classmates and my first period teachers.
This is something we haven't seen in more than a year. Sky 10 flying over Eastlake High School as students finish their first day back. Here's something else that's back that many of us haven't missed: the traffic as parents waited to pick up their kids. Students at the elementary schools had minimum day today. I caught up with the Granda family as they finished their first day at Sunnyside Elementary.
We did a countdown. It was 495 days since the last time the girls stepped foot on campus.
Their first and third graders both excited to be here instead of virtual learning.
I like being in person.
And why?
Because I get to play with my friends at the playground and I got to have so much fun.
The students must wear their masks indoors, something Gianna and Giselle said they're used to. Their parents are satisfied with the safety procedures as we all try to move forward.
They're trying the best they can to keep all the kids safe, and there's a lot of changes, and as long as you communicate with your kids the changes, and I think everything will be fine, and just have a positive attitude.
Positive attitude goes a long way, and tomorrow this school will be busy once again. Now, there were some students that chose to continue their schooling virtually. According to a Sweetwater official, about 300 students chose that option this school year. In Chula Vista, a spokesperson told me 272 students signed up for the virtual academy, and then about 47 additional students signed up this week, so that number will continue to grow. Reporting live in Bonita, I'm Melissa Masiha, ABC 10 News.
And a positive attitude helps with everything in life. Thank you, Melissa. And we visited Camarena Elementary in the Chula Vista School District this morning. State Superintendent Tony Thurman visited today. These students are too young to be vaccinated. Unlike the students at Sweetwater, they'll get tested for COVID every 2 weeks. The school also has more teachers on staff for mental health services. Sweetwater Union High School District and Chula Vista Elementary School District are using air filters. A report from the CDC earlier this month stressed the importance of using filters at schools. The Mayo Clinic and the University of Minnesota put that idea to the test. Their experiment found air purifiers can have a dramatic effect when paired with an HVAC system. And you can follow more of our back to school coverage on 10news.com. Crews safely removed an old artillery shell found in Oceanside today. Residents near South Tremont were evacuated as a precaution just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. Oceanside police tell us construction workers were digging in the area when they found the old artillery round. The area is now back open. Investigators are working to find out what caused this garage fire in Webster. Flames broke out on Cotton Street just before noon. The fire spread to 2 cars parked in the garage. ABC 10 News spoke with a boy who lives next door. He told us that he tried using a hose to put out the flames.
I smelled smoke with my mom because we were outside, and I go running in there, and I just see 2 kids and grandma in there. And I get in there, and there's like a small fire.
Firefighters stopped the flames from reaching nearby homes. No reports of any injuries, thankfully. And the total estimated damages are about $85,000. Some areas in the U.S. are reconsidering mask mandates until more people are vaccinated. This as the Delta variant is the dominant strain now in the U.S. The CDC says more than 91 million Americans live in a county considered to have high COVID transmission. Cities such as Austin, Texas, are urging people to mask up indoors. LA County made it mandatory regardless of vaccination status. And when it comes to the mask mandate, some health experts say it's time for a change, starting from the top.
I hope that the Biden administration hits the reset button.
Former U.S. Surgeon General Jerome Adams echoed those comments in a Washington Post op-ed piece. He wrote, quote, "The CDC urgently needs to revise its guidance to vaccinate and mask in places where cases are rising and vaccination rates remain low." Some officials are adamant on getting as many people vaccinated as possible. Senate Republicans rejected an effort to begin debating a massive bipartisan infrastructure bill. Today's procedural vote was supposed to help move things forward. Democrats and Republicans haven't yet reached an agreement to draft the legislation, but lawmakers say negotiations will continue.
Health leaders are calling it an urgent and overlooked consequence of the pandemic. They now estimate more than 1.5 million children around the world have lost a primary or secondary caregiver to COVID-19. The study published in The Lancet recorded the number of deaths across 21 countries from March of last year into April of 2021. The researchers say mental health and economic support for these kids must be a key part of responding to the pandemic. Life expectancy in Americans reached a historical low in 2020. That story tops the news feed. New numbers out today from the CDC show life expectancy fell by a year and a half overall. But Black and Hispanic Americans faced an even greater 3-year decline. More than 3.3 million Americans died last year, and that's far more than any other year in U.S. history, with COVID accounting for 11% of those deaths. Well, a new study is showing the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine may not be as effective as the others. The BioT study is suggesting that 13 million people who receive this vaccine may actually need a second Moderna or Pfizer shot. The study has not been published or reviewed and contradicts studies by Johnson & Johnson that say a single dose is in fact effective. Well, healthcare workers in New York City-run hospitals will now be required to either be tested weekly for COVID-19 or be vaccinated. Mayor Bill de Blasio made the announcement today amid rising COVID cases there. The order does not apply to teachers, police officers, or other city employees. The pandemic is accelerating changes in nursing education. A new survey of nurse educators found nearly 40% plan to offer more online courses in the future, and 48% plan to invest more in virtual simulations over the next 2 years.
What this simulated practice does is gives them a lot of opportunity to practice and then reflect upon that practice. And you don't get that necessarily just from straight clinical training only.
Nurse educators say having students learn through virtual reality before doing their clinicals will better prepare them to work with real patients.
I'm thinking that our students, if they're totally focused on that skill that that they don't know, how do they pay attention to the dynamics of the relationship that's being built between them and the patient? How do they have any energy or ability to focus on the family that is sitting there waiting to hear information?
The president of the National League of Nursing says these new digital learning tools also address the real changes nursing programs are currently facing. Those include not enough classroom space or clinical sites, along with budget constraints. There also isn't enough nursing faculty, especially of color. The National League of Nursing says more than 80,000 qualified student applicants were turned away from nursing programs last year because of these issues. So far, they say nursing school tuition has held pretty steady and hasn't increased with the new investments in technology.